want to typically, most men don't want to date and or marry women who have a past or current of promiscuity.
Yeah, and I had to change in order to attract a good man. Now, he has no idea about my past because we've just never discussed. I was telling him, like, you don't need to watch. But
Oh, she just said she used to be in the streets, but the new man, the new boyfriend, has no idea. But if he's watching, now he has an idea what you used to do in the streets. Ooh.
But I had to change my ways. I had to say, if I want a high quality man, I have to be a high quality woman. And that does
We do one at
not
a time.
include sleeping with a bunch of people.
Exactly.
It just
Okay.
doesn't.
You attract the
So-
people that you're around.
Yeah.
I did want to have a conversation that we were having about this effort component here. Men should put in more effort. And I
more
assume
effort.
Should.
What do you mean?
Why
more,
should?
Do you mean more effort than women? More effort in general? What do you
in
mean?
general, I hear these complaints frequently from women that men don't put in any effort, men don't put in effort anymore. Since when have women really ever put in effort when it comes to the initial stages of building a relationship?
Good
Typically
question.
in the beginning, it usually is the
They
man.
don't.
I just said the man. I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. What?
I just said they don't. But go ahead.
Well, are you?
No, hold on. Let her speak. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say because typically women or some women like the traditional way more, and so do the men. So like the men usually swoon, like you were saying before. That's usually, I mean, that's how I was growing up. Is the men usually swoon a little bit more, and then they catch the women because the women are supposed to be the catch. The women aren't, in my opinion, the women aren't supposed to be the ones chasing. That's personally how I've been growing up, and I'm just like I think that's like the right way. I don't think a woman should ever have to chase a man, but I mean, if you find someone attractive and stuff, then obviously put in more effort from there, and just like if the guy catches your eye.
And I will say, my
And that's all men ask for. Men are not asking you to go. I mean, some guys do it, but that's because they've been burned so many times. Some guys may ask you to go 50-50 on dates, but it's because they've been burned. They've been used for free dinner dates for so many times. But most men are asking, hey, listen, I've planned the date. I'm paying for the date. At least show up looking good. At least show up on time. Don't make me wait half an hour for the date. Don't change last minute. Don't cancel last minute. Like, don't expect me to call you every single day. How about you call me as well? How about you actually come on a date and have good conversation, be pleasant to talk to? Like, don't interrogate me like as if you don't want to be here. So most guys are simply asking, be nice to me, show up on time, put some effort in that regard, so that I know that you are here because you like me, not because you are using me as a free dinner date, free foodie date. That's all men are asking for.
My mom brought me up, and my mom is a little crazy, so let's just put that pin in that. She told me, she said, always have a relationship with men that like you more than you like them.
That's true, though.
I've been told
That's
that as
not
well.
Because
It has to be the reverse.
Yeah, it's gotta be the reverse, because when you like her, when a man likes a woman more than she likes him, she's going to actually look for a man she likes, because this guy is boring. Because she doesn't have to put effort, because you like her that much that even when she does something you don't like, you're just gonna, let it go because you like her that much. And that's what happens to most guys. Once they over like a woman, they tend to not hold her accountable. They tend to let her walk all over them. So I would rather 50-50 liking, or she likes the guy more.
The woman has to like the man more than the
Facts.
That just does not.
I think you
work
should be
out
interested in one another
properly.
equally.
That's how it is.
But there's no such thing as equally, because interests and in general, like there's so many different levels to the loving and the liking. Like
True.
everyone loves completely different, and everyone expresses it in different ways. But it does usually work out better when a man just loves more than a woman, because a woman is already so emotional and is already so invested into everything from the beginning that it's more heartbreaking for a woman to love more, period.
That's not true, because usually women have so many guys who want them. Sure, you are taking a woman on a date, but she has 3, 4, 5, sometimes hundreds of guys who still want her, who are still in her inbox. So she isn't really invested because in her mind it's like, okay, if it doesn't work out with John, Sam wants to take me on a dinner date tomorrow. So the man is the one who is investing. Really, if we're going to be honest, the woman is just showing up. So it's not true. It's better she shows up because she actually likes you more, in my opinion. Otherwise, when the man likes her more, she's going to get bored. And women have done this so many times. Oh, he's so clingy. He's always calling me. Oh my God, he doesn't. I need some space, because the guy likes her more. When a man likes a woman more, he puts more and more effort, and sometimes it turns women off. Unfortunately, you would think it would be the opposite. She would start to like the guy more, but it turns them off for some reason. That's just nature.
If that were the case, then have you heard of, I don't know if it's exactly a meme, but women will often complain that they have a bunch of men that are interested in them, but the guy that they like doesn't like them.
Facts.
So how could it possibly be the case that women will turn down dozens of men that are displaying immense amount of interest in them, but have their eye, and like putting those guys to the side, but have their eye on the guy that I want him, but he doesn't want me.
Facts.
Because it's natural to want what you can't have.
Right, but that's
And that's the thing. And that's why when a man likes a woman more, she gets bored and she goes to Sam, who doesn't give her any attention. But when John is calling her every day, calling her in the morning, hey babe, how was your day? Hey, I'm just letting you know I miss you. Hey babe, I want to see you. They say they want that kind of attention. But once they get it, they're like, I'm used to it now. I'm bored. I want this guy here who doesn't give me that same attention.
totally, hold on.
but,
But
okay.
that totally, then your whole thing, your argument of, well, my mom told me that it's better for the guy to like you more than the reverse. Whereas if
But you still
men
have
were,
to like them,
Yeah,
though.
that's
You
not
still have
really
to like them.
real,
It's
I
not
think.
about like,
Once
oh,
you
you
know,
don't like
you
them at
know.
all.
but you
it's
just
more-
made the argument that the guy has to like
Like you-
you
No, it-
more,
it works out better.
more,
But it
more.
doesn't matter how much. It's like it could be a little bit more. It could be like it's just about the expression and the investment. And women are already more invested from the start.
They are not. They just show up to dates. They're not invested. The man is paying for the date. He's planning the date. He's calling. He's texting. He's picking you up. He's making sure you got home safe. So how are you invested in the date? All you're going to do is put on your dress, show up. That's it. Maybe be nice to him if you want. Sometimes you're not even nice, but he still likes you, finds you that beautiful, that he's still just going to tolerate that bad date and still call you for you to give him a chance. So what is investment? Because if you say that, if you use the word investment, if you really write down exactly what you call investment, the man is going to invest more. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
True. It's not true at all.
That's not typically
Okay,
true.
well, let me
women
ask you
women
this.
have, I don't think you understand the degree of sexual optionality that women have compared to men.
I actually understand it quite
Brian,
a
let me ask
bit.
you-
Well, okay,
Remember,
fine.
I've
You
dated
understand.
a lot of people at a time.
Okay, cool. You're making my argument for me. So, since women
Yeah,
have,
but we all
yeah,
like
can you
each
stop
other.
interrupting? So, because women have, can somebody? This is the second time somebody's phone has
That's-
gone off.
That's just my alarm. Sorry. Didn't turn off my alarm. I silenced my phone.
Yeah. All right. So, totally lost my train of thought.
About the argument that men
And then she
have
was
to
saying that
love
she's been
women.
with multiple partners at once, and you
Well,
said that that's. I was just saying that
I
you
lost my
said
train of thought because of the alarm.
Come on, Andrew.
Can
Let's
somebody
go.
you had a thought.
Well, let me ask you.
jumpstart me here?
Can I, let me
No,
ask
no, no,
you.
no. Don't ask me. Jumpstart my thought.
That the women or that
man should
the
like-
man
That the,
should
you
like
said
them.
she said
your
that the
point
women is more
further-
invested in the men in the beginning of the relationship, and you were saying that's not typically true. And then she was saying how her mom was saying that. What did your mom say?
Well, that was first. That was first, and then
She was
I
just
said
saying
the
you were
whole
saying how
investment.
women have multiple
I was
options.
talking about.
Oh yeah, the options.
Yeah, I was talking about sexual optionality. So
Yes.
there's such a massive gulf and differential between the sexual optionality that men and women have. So an average woman, if she's so inclined, she could have the same the same amount quantity of sexual options as like an A-list celebrity, male athlete, movie star, musician.
Yeah.
Billionaire,
Yeah.
etc. Average girl like you, you're a 19-year-old girl who goes to UCSB who studies math. You have the equivalent sexual optionality as an A-list celebrity, movie star, whatever, what have you. If you wanted to sleep with 3 guys a day, could you?
yeah, but I
You,
wouldn't.
well, right. You maybe wouldn't want to do that, but you could. In order for a guy to be able to sleep with 3 women a day, he has to be in the top 1% of men or be bringing major status.
Or lower standards.
Lower standards. It's
No.
about lowering standards.
Even if he lowers his standards, he can't 3 girls a day.
Even if he lowers his standards, the women have to like him back. Number one. And number two, there is a chance they're going to ask him to wait. And number three, there's a chance they're going to ask him to take them on a date first. So a man has to jump all these hurdles that women don't, because they have so many guys who want them. The man has to approach. Even if she likes him, he still has to approach. And she's still gonna play hard to get and things like that. So I don't even know how they can't understand this logic that women have more options more than men.
I have met men who did. I have dated men who did.
You've met average dudes who can 3 girls a day,
She's
even
lying.
if they lower their standards.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
what's the
and
point
they
of
did
this?
not even lower their standards. All the girls were hot.
What?
Yeah, I have
doesn't know what she's
dated
talking about.
men. I have dated men that have a live-in. I mean, a wife and then a girlfriend, and then they have like 3 more on, as well. It's a polyamorous.
Did you hear what
thing.
I actually said though?
Well,
She did.
yes, that.
Okay, so to procure a brand new girl that you've never met before, either through a dating app or out on the street, do you think that what percentage of the average man can pull 3 girls a day?
Can I add something to
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Well, I don't really like men too much, so I don't think that there's too many men who can do that
What
without.
percentage?
Yeah, it's a small percentage of men who can actually approach a woman and convince her to be with him within a day. Now imagine doing that 3 times.
I'm not going to go into, okay, let's say about 25% of men can do it.
They
However,
can.
it can be up to like 40 if men
Oh
put
my
in
God.
more effort in, let's say, what they're wearing, how they're styling themselves, and how they talk,
You
how they're
think-
how they
I
confident.
think
themselves.
40% of the average male,
If they improve
if they
themselves.
dress right and get a haircut, they can
No,
fuck
and they
3 new
improve
girls a day.
themselves.
3. Answer the question.
If
Answer
they
the actual
improve,
question.
yes, if they improve their confidence,
They can.
How can he just said average, so we don't want to hear about confidence and this. Even then, no one has confidence written on their face. Besides, women want more than just confidence. Okay, I'm confident, but I'm broke. Okay, so who cares? It's not like I'm going to take her on a date. Okay, I'm confident, I take her on a date, but I can't pay for the date. Is she still going to like me because I'm confident? No.
Can pull
Along- yes.
3 girls a day.
Yes.
You're insane. I'm
She's
sorry.
delusional.
well,
You're absolutely insane.
okay, but I'm sorry, you
Can
look
they
the way
get
that you
girls?
do, so it's like.
Can they get girls?
Through dating apps, they could get girls.
No, bro.
I know so many people that are
Delusional. Actually delusional.
Okay, I think in general, women put, on average, a little more effort into how they present themselves.
Exactly.
So we can't like judge completely based on that. Like if some you call average men put in a little more effort, just like the girl they want.
Okay.
Also, this whole-
Exactly.
this
A
whole-
little makeup around
Okay,
the eyes.
Here. Okay.
That, but just how they
So,
present.
but
Well, yeah, though, but like.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, I get you. It's
So
the confidence.
I'll just give you the reverse of your argument then. If a girl makes absolutely no effort, she doesn't put any makeup on, she rolls out of bed, she's wearing sweatpants, her hair's all disheveled.
get more-
She can go out into the street and fuck 10 guys in a day.
Facts. Makeup or no makeup, the average woman will still get more options from men than the average man who's well put together will get from women. That is just, I don't know how they cannot see this. Now, obviously, if you look on the table, all the ladies are pretty good looking. So they have so many guys who want them. So they cannot fathom how men don't get women. I get it. They're delusional. They don't understand it. Right? But even a woman with no makeup, out of bed, maybe hasn't taken a shower in 10 days, will still get more men who want her more than a guy who's well put together. In fact, I'll go beyond that. I'll say a homeless woman can have more men who want her more than an average guy who goes to work every day and has a roof over his head.
Disagree.
Yes.
I disagree
Yes,
because
she
I
can.
was that girl. I was that girl at a time when I
Did you
was.
go? Hold on. You were that girl at the time. Did you go up to 10 men on the street and ask them point blank period, will you have sex with me right now?
Why the fuck would I do that?
That's the
You're
point.
not even engaging in good faith here. That's
okay.
literally what I'm
That's what it-
talking
that's
about.
what it sounded
That's literally what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, but except I would
No.
not be
Hold
able
on. Let me
to get
translate.
those
Let me
10
just
guys
translate.
to sleep
I'm
with
going-
me
yeah,
if
stop.
I did
I
ask
need you to
at
stop.
those
I'm
times.
cutting you off. So let me translate. This is your argument. So I was that girl who, woke up, didn't put makeup on, wore sweatpants, was disheveled. Is that your fucking phone?
All right. I'll put the full link down below because this woman's phone keeps messing it up. Anyway, shout out to Whatever Podcast. Shout out to Andrew.